Good evening, YouTube. This is AJ here, and I'm here with Bear Independent, actually. And here's Bear.
Who the hell's Bear Independent? You know, I saw that guy on YouTube one time. That guy sucks. He's full of himself, talks a bunch of trash.
I've actually heard that rumor quite a bit.
Yeah. He's not that big. He doesn't know what he's talking about. So, what are we doing? That's all good. What are we doing?
Well, I would like to see what your thoughts are on basically beginners for medical training and just tactical training. You know, what should people do? I know you've mentioned it in your videos before, but there might be one or two people on my channel that maybe doesn't know who Bear is. I highly doubt it, but you never know.
You never know. So, Bear with Bear Independent is me. YouTube, website, Instagram, Parler, Rumble, all the bull crap. We're actually at an 8-hour TCCC class today, Tactical Combat Casualty Care. And I think the biggest takeaway is possession does not equate to proficiency. Just because you have the thing doesn't mean you know how to use the thing.
Exactly.
As we've seen multiple I see it every day.
Right.
It's the, like, I got the $1,800 Daniel Defense rifle. Did you zero it? Well, no, but, well, it doesn't count.
Right.
You don't actually have it.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, I got a badass wheat grinder. Cool, you ever made bread with it?
I had several Bear IFAC kits. No idea what to do with them, but I knew I wanted to take the training.
Right.
So I got them in advance, intending on doing that. And I learned more here today than I ever thought I'd learn. And I would recommend this class to everybody. Honestly, I plan on taking more.
I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's a good curriculum. We were shooting people today. Don't tell anybody.
Oh, yeah. And you had tons of knowledgeable people in there. You know, your staff you had with you, that helped the class out a lot, in my personal opinion, because instructor can only do so much. And you had several people in there that were just banging on questions and rolling it out and made the class just a lot more interesting. So
yeah, I think that's the number one thing if you're new to preparedness is to understand that it is stockpiling stuff. You need stuff. But more than the stuff, you need to know how to use the stuff. If you have the stuff but you don't know how to use it, you're actually creating more of a problem for yourself than if you didn't have it in the first place, because it's giving you a false sense of security.
Right.
Or it's like, oh, I'm good. I got whatever. I got a tourniquet. You know how many people come into our classes and die? They have a tourniquet, but they're dead. You know, statistically, half the people when we first start, half of them are dead.
Yeah. I was one of them.
Right, and that's the thing, and there's a lot of like, oh,
exactly.
I didn't know that, and then when you start adding an element of time to it, and it's like, hey, you're 45 seconds in, you've been shot in the femoral artery, guess what? You've lost half your volume of blood, you're bleeding out right now, homie. Oh, yeah, it gets really real, and that's not to scare people, it's to encourage people to do.
To do the things you need to do to be able to take care of yourself and others as well.
Yeah.
Just to make sure you are trained.
Well, you learn by doing.
Yes.
Right? That's how I feel about it. You don't actually have it until you can do it here without thinking about it. What about you? Like, what do you tell new people who are new to prepping, new to preparedness, new to this kind of lifestyle? Or maybe a different question, you pick. How do you see people coming to this type of lifestyle right now?
I would say, and I have said actually, train, research, find knowledgeable people, surround yourself with knowledgeable people. Obviously, I need a little bit more of that. But yeah, find these people and group up with them and start learning and training together. And that's the way you start into this, in my opinion. You find the information and you just start doing it. I'm an all-in person. Once I start doing it, I'm all in, and I'm gonna figure it out one way or the other.
Start. You said the word start several times. I think start is a super important thing. Just do it.
Exactly.
Just do it.
There's no more perfect time than now. Look what we've had this last year in general, but in the last 10 years, there's no reason people shouldn't be doing it.
Oh my gosh. You don't need permission from anybody anymore to be getting prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, 2020 has just been an absolute disaster.
Exactly.
So you don't feel like you need to justify yourself to anybody. If you're like, why are you doing this? Just be like,
you hear that?
2020, bro.
Yeah.
What's next? The Kraken comes up out of the ocean and he kills everybody? Like, maybe the reptilian overlords land and they actually eat our kidneys? I don't know. Maybe. It's possible. At this point, 6 months ago, I'd been like, no, bro, not happening. Now I'm like, yeah, sounds like an average Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To sit around drinking beer and going, oh boy.
Cool,
Gotta have
man.
those relaxing
Hey,
days.
and I appreciate that conversation you had with Angry Prepper on our behalf as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was cool, man. I
Of
appreciate
course,
that.
He's a good guy,
Yeah.
as far as on YouTube and everything. He is. And honestly, talking with Bear here personally, I don't believe the rumors no more. That will help spread them.
Hey, man, it's all good.
Well, all right, man. I appreciate your time and everything here. So I'll let you do the ending here.
So, okay, so you got an Instagram?
Do not.
Oh, so all right. So you got to get an Instagram so you can follow AJ here. Let's see. Obviously, you should be subscribed to him on YouTube if you're not already, right? What other touch points you got?
Twitter, I think.
Twitter.
Yeah,
He's got a
yeah.
Twitter, so go
And
follow him on Twitter.
I'm trying Rumble.
And-
I've started to try Rumble because I got some issues that I'd rather look at Rumble.
What's that like?
Oh, interesting.
Awesome. Well, yeah, man. Hey, go do the things, people. You don't need anybody's permission to get started, especially in 2020. And just because you have the stuff doesn't mean you can use the stuff. So go learn how to use the stuff. And with that, hey, man, we'll see y'all out there. Shalom.
Thanks.